Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new training series called Build and Grow Blueprint. We could not be more excited for you to be getting this training. This training is designed to help people advance from the share phase of the Evolve Comp Plan to the build and grow phase, which is why we named it the Build and Grow Blueprint. Now, you may be wondering, what's the difference? And really, in the beginning, we have a natural tendency, most people do, to get really excited about the product and they share their stories. And naturally, people will want to use those products. And incredibly, we earn commissions because of that. It's an incredible process where we share our stories and people want to have that same type of response to our amazing products. They get on the product and we earn a commission check. That's why we call it the share phase. We're sharing our story. Why did we call the next phase build and grow? Well, the next phase is around building a team and then growing that organization. And to be really just straightforward with you, the share phase of our comp plan can be very lucrative. There are people that sell in organizations around the world 10,000 a month, 20,000. We've even got some people that sell personally over 50 and $70,000 per month. And as you guys know, our Evolve Comp Plan will pay 30% to those. So that's an incredible, do the math, that's an incredible paycheck. But truly, our teams and our leaders that have been able to produce larger organizations get the benefit of that in sales and sales volume. And just so you know, I looked at our income earning statement. And this build and grow phase is basically taking people from those senior consultant one ranks. That's the goal, is to get you to senior consultant one all the way through managing consultant three. So as you guys know, our senior consultant ones, according to our income earning statement, earn $316 per month on average. And our managing consultant threes earn 6,713 or $715 per month. Of course, this is US dollars. So if you have a desire to earn between 300 a month and $6,700 a month, this is the place to be to get the training that will allow you to increase your skills. And that's what this comes down to, guys. You guys know in anything you do in life, from a business perspective, as your skills grow, you get paid more. It's why you probably earn more money now than you did 10 or 15 years ago. At least I hope you do in your traditional business. If not, I'm really glad you're here with us at LifeVantage and Network Marketing, because we get to decide what we earn. So these trainings are going to be really comprehensive. We're going to be covering topics that you are going to want to get the information from, and they're from your leaders from all over the world. I'm excited for today's program. This will be a monthly program for you, so you can prepare yourself that just about every 4 weeks we will be putting these trainings together, this series called the Build and Grow Blueprint. So I'm excited for you to be getting this. I love the fact that we can reach the world with technology, so that everyone is not lacking the training they need to hit their goals with LifeVantage. So with nothing more to say on the intro, let's get to the good stuff. Our first trainer today is none other than Holly Tomet. She is an EC2. And what can you say? I mean, I can say a lot. This woman's incredible. She is one of the most driven, competitive, but also coachable and humble leaders I've ever got to work with. She's absolutely incredible. Like, you guys, you will love her training. And today she's going to be talking about databasing, an incredibly important topic, because let's face it, if you've been doing this for a few months or a few years, one of the things you want is to find more people to talk to, right? And she's going to help you with this. So, Holly, take it away.
Hello, TBC family. Holly Tomet here. Today we get to talk about your database list. What is it? Why do we need it? how do you keep it alive? Your database list is like the lifeline for your business. So I'm so glad we get to cover this today. I hope that what I share with you resonates and that it reminds you of the importance of this and how key it is for your business. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I've got some slides prepared. Okay, let's dive right into this. All right. We're going to talk about growing this database list. And first of all, what is it and why do we need it? So let's cover this first. Your database list, for one thing, keeps you organized. So instead of relying on memory, you have a system that stores names and notes. I don't know about you, there is no way that I could rely on my memory to keep track of the people I come in contact with on a daily basis. That could be disastrous. Not even could be, it would be disastrous for my business. Your database list will also ensure consistency because you're going to have a go-to list for your invites, for conversations, and for new connections. You're also going to help maximize your opportunities. Every interaction, online and off, can be captured and added to your list, so no connection is lost. I'm adding to my database list when I'm traveling, when I'm on planes, in restaurants, heck, getting a haircut. Like anything that we do day to day is a great opportunity, and you can maximize that by making sure you're jotting these names down. Your database list will also show growth. When you watch this list expand, it's proof that your business is moving forward and your network is growing. Hello, we're in the business of network marketing. You want your network to keep growing and expanding. And I love the duplication part of this because when you model this database building for your team, they can do the same. Now this becomes scalable, right? We want what we do to be a good example for our teams, and it can be duplicated. I said it in the beginning, your database is your business lifeline. Without one, you guys, you risk losing track of people, missing key opportunities, and you're going to stall your growth. But if you keep this and you keep adding to it, you'll always have fresh connections and you're going to keep some momentum. So why keep adding to your list? Well, obviously it's going to prevent stagnation. It keeps your business growing, like we said. Also expands your influence and your reach. And like we mentioned earlier, it's going to build momentum. Your next contact could be your next leader or best customer. Don't waste that. Write every connection down. I cannot say that enough. Imagine the people you might pass by that could have been your next executive or presidential on your team, or just that person you pass by who really needs this in their life and they're driven and they're motivated. Don't waste those opportunities. Keep adding to that list. And here's a mindset thing. Listen, one of the biggest lies you could ever believe is that you will run out of people or that you've already run out of people. False, not true. I'm calling you out right now. You will never run out of people. There are billions of people in the world. How could you possibly run out of people to talk to? Your database list is a living, breathing list, not a one-time project, not a little checklist. Oh, you did your list, now you're done. It is always evolving, always growing. Success in network marketing is equivalent to you consistently adding names to this list. And like I said, opportunities are everywhere. If you are intentional, you will always meet and connect with new people. Here's some tangible ways that we can actually start adding to this list. Okay, let's talk about ways that are offline. So not using social media. How about just conversations in the community? If you're at a coffee shop, you go to the gym, you're at church, sports, grocery store lines. I strike up conversations all the time. Different events that you're at, networking groups. I know Amber Doss on our team is incredible at their networking groups, health fairs, school activities. Maybe you got your kids in sports. Like there's always a way to connect to other parents. Volunteer work. Where do you serve? What about the people there? And referrals. Ask current customers and friends who they know. It's not just who you know, right? It's who your network knows. So don't be afraid to ask for referrals. And then everyday things, like I mentioned, servers, coffee shop, baristas, hairstylist. I could go on and on and on. It's just everyday life, everyday encounters. You see people. Tell me where you go where you see no one. Nowhere. Wherever you go, you're going to see someone, right? So just keep adding these names to your list. And here's another tip. Always carry a way to jot these names down. Maybe it's a notebook. I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. Okay. Maybe it's in the phone app. I know Lynn Baird, a great leader on my team, keeps everything in the notes app on her phone. She's meticulous about it. And even your LV app, you can put prospects right in there. Again, right in your phone. Always have a way to be jotting these things down. I had to throw in a picture of a horse, you guys. I'm a horse girl. So I couldn't pass this one up. Here's some social media opportunities that are online. Friends of friends. Look through your current network. Whenever you go to a Facebook page of one of your friends, you're going to see their friends. Maybe you have mutual friends, people you haven't really connected with yet. Look at those names. How about the suggested friends that Facebook always gives you? But here's some tips for you on this. This is what I like to do. Qualify them first. Don't just friend request everyone that Facebook recommends. Ugh. Don't do that. You don't know who you're getting. Qualify them first. It's okay to do this. Go to their Facebook page. Are they active on social media? If they've not posted in 3 years, they're probably not likely to be active in seeing your stuff anyway. So the engagement's probably going to be low. And when you look at their Facebook page, would you even want to know them, let alone work with them? The beauty of your business is you get to choose who you partner with. So it is okay to qualify these people that Facebook is recommending to you. But then do this, another tip for you. If you see someone and you're like, they look interesting, I'd like to get to know them, send them a friend request. Then wait. If they accept your friend request, message them. Shoot them a message in Messenger. Take it to Messenger right away. Hey, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I see we have ABCD in common, or hey, I loved your post on whatever. Looks like we have mutual friends. Let them know why you thought of them and why you sent them the friend request. Now you've already started a conversation. How about groups? Join some Facebook groups, some ones around your interests, parenting, hobbies, health. For me, a lot of times it's horses. I'm in a lot of horse groups. Fitness, business, faith. Find groups that have things that you are interested in where you can connect with people who are also interested in those things. You have something in common. Now be careful in groups. Most of you know this. They're very funny. Don't go try to sell in groups. There's a lot of rules, but you can make a lot of connections in there. I love this part, you guys. One of my favorite ways to connect with people is on social media. So I'm going to linger here just a minute. Posts and comments. Engage in people's posts authentically. Comment on their posts. Like and love their posts. Answer questions. Encourage people if you see maybe they're struggling with something. Be that person. They're watching, they're listening. People want to be seen, they want to be heard. They wouldn't be on social media if they didn't want that, right? So be the person that's usually very active in there and engaging. Here's another thing. If you see a post, maybe it's a public page, whatever it is, a public person, and there's a post on something, and that post resonates with you, it aligns with your values. I don't know what it is. I saw a post about someone who was struggling with sickness and they were asking for prayer, and things like that will kind of draw me in. But then here's something you can do. Look at the comments on those posts that get your attention and see who else is commenting. Is it a comment that aligns with you? Does their comment make you think, I'd probably like to know that person? Comment on their comment, or like their comment, or love their comment, and then send them a friend request. Like scope them on Facebook first, right? Like I said, qualify them. But you can connect based on someone else's post. It is an unlimited amount of people that you can connect with doing this. And then stories and reactions, right? Who are the people who are liking and loving your post and your stories and interacting? Write their names down. Don't let that opportunity go to waste. Make sure you write them down so you can connect with them. And then the last thing you can do online is using hashtags. You can find like new people daily just by searching with different hashtags on things, again, that interest you, that align with your values, that are part of your hobbies, whatever that looks like. Things like mom life, faith, health, nutrition, single mom, homeschool. Well, I don't know what that looks like for you guys, but you know what your interests are and what your hobbies are. So use those hashtags to connect with different people and find the post being shared there. So important. Include your chicken list. Do not leave off those that would be considered your chicken list. Your database list should include everyone you know, not just the easy names. That means adding people to your chicken list, the ones you might feel intimidated to reach out to because they're successful, they're influential, or they have strong personalities. These are often the most important ones, you guys. They probably already have credibility. They probably already have influence, probably already have a wide network. When you leave them off of your list because of your fear or your intimidation, you're deciding for them instead of giving them the chance to hear about this opportunity, and it could still change their life. Never, ever make the decision for someone, you guys. We don't have the right to do that. So always include those on your chicken list and keep adding to your chicken list. We all have a chicken list. If you don't, I don't think you're being honest with yourself. Practical tips for ongoing growth. Okay, this is very easy. Maybe you want to screenshot this. Set a goal. Add 3 to 5 new names daily. Track everything. Your database isn't just names, you guys. When you write down a name, include a note to help jog your memory. Why did you write their name down? What did they say? What did you see? Where did did you connect? You want to be able to connect authentically. And if you're going to do that, you need to know something about each person you're writing on your list. Then lead with service. Who can you help today? What impact can you have? When you come at it and make it about the other person, I promise you it just feels better. You'll be less likely to be hesitant when you make it about them. We have something incredible to offer, so don't sit on it. And then stay consistent. Adding to your database is a discipline. It is like brushing your teeth. I would probably lose my mind if I wasn't adding to my list constantly. Every week I'm throwing new names. It's almost daily for me, really. I'm always adding to it. It's like brushing my teeth. Do it daily. Add to this list consistently. And here's a little challenge for you. This week, write down 10 new names just from your daily life. Who's out there? Who are you seeing this week when you're out and about? Write 10 names down. Connect with 5 new people this week online with the ways that we suggested here through comments, groups, hashtags, and have an accountability partner. We've had this in our team now for a while, and this is so important. We have a group thread where it's in our accountability group, and we have things that we report in daily on there. Find someone or a group of people to do that with, to hold you accountable to these things. And we'll wrap it up with this. Your database is your business lifeline. I don't know how you could ever function in this business or have success without a database list. Keep it growing, keep it alive, keep serving people daily, and you will never run out of people. I hope this was helpful to you guys. I'm excited for you to take this and put it into practice. Thanks for taking time to learn more with me and letting me share with you.
Thank you so much, Holly. Incredible training. I told you guys you were going to enjoy that. What a way to kick this off. So now let's go to our second trainer for the day. We're going to go all the way to Australia for her. Her name is Jillian Joyce. She is an EC1. She will introduce herself, and she is going to be training us today on the invite. This is a powerful training, and I want a lot of you to really key in on this, because for many watching this that are going from that first phase of share to wanting to build a team, one of the most difficult things is, how do I invite people to look at the business? I'm really good at sharing the product, but how do I get them to look at the business? And Jillian was going to do a fantastic job for you guys. So Jillian, take it away.
Hi everyone, Jillian Joyce here from Central Queensland, Australia. And today we're diving into the most critical skill when it comes to building our business, and that is inviting. So you've all likely done some inviting at this stage, and this training is really just about that next level, upping some of those skills and mastering the invite to take a look at the business. Because let's face it, if we're not inviting to take a look at the business, then nobody will be joining the business. So it really is a gateway skill. It's about unlocking everything that LifeVantage has to offer. Okay, so here's the truth. No one really joins just because we have great products. They join because something isn't working in their life. Maybe it's their health. Maybe it's their finances. Maybe it's their job situation. Protandem really is that door opener. But the real reason that people say yes is because they want change. Our role as a consultant is to connect their problem to our solution, and we do that through inviting. So when it comes to the invite, posture is absolutely everything. We don't want to beg, we don't want to chase, and we certainly do not want to be overselling this. We're absolutely not here to convince people. We're here to sort through to find the right people to fit this opportunity. So here is one of the first shifts that I want you to do, a first mental shift. And that is to stop asking yourself, will they join? And start asking yourself, do I care enough to invite them to join? You're offering something that could potentially change their life. Some people will be open to doing this, some won't, and that's absolutely okay. But what we have here is a prize. We have Protandem and we have a proven business model. We are with a company that solves a health problem for the entire world, and that gives us posture. So focus on the sorting, not the selling. And then lastly, I want you to focus and lead with vision. People don't join just because of all the facts and the compensation plans. People don't care what is good for you. People care about what's good for them, and they join because they see a possibility for themselves. So your energy and your conviction really does matter. Most people will lose prospects because they talk too much. So let's focus on keeping it super simple. You don't need to explain the compensation plans or the medical science and all the jargon that goes with it. That's not what gets people started. What we want to do is focus on simplicity. So here we go. Instead of dumping the information, here is a simple invite. I'm working with a company that solves a health problem the entire world is facing, and we're helping everyday people like you and me create some income from sharing it. If I sent you a short video, would you be open to taking a look? It's short, it's clear, it's curiosity driven, and it keeps the focus on them seeing a possibility for themselves. So let's look at a simple framework. And framework keeps it duplicatable for your team as well. So in this framework, we've got 3 steps. Step 1, connect. So this is about relating it back to them. What's in it for them? What's their pain point? Focusing on them. Step 2 is all about the curiosity. This is giving them the trailer and not the entire movie. So for example, solving a health problem the whole world is dealing with. And then step 3 is the permission. So would you be open? Or if I sent you a video, would you take a look? The if I, would you? So an example of this is, if I could show you a way to make money or have more energy or look younger or even feel better, is there any reason you wouldn't want to take a look at this? Simple, following that simple 3-step process. So the next part is all about allowing the tools to do the talking. The number 1 rule in network marketing is if you're doing all of the explaining, you're losing. And that's serious. If you explain too much, your prospect is thinking to themselves, I could never do that. So instead, I want you to point to tools, whether it be sharing your favorite recorded video, adding them into our Facebook group and tagging them into stories or videos that are in there. Or even more powerful, inviting them to a live event, whether it be online or in person. These are the tools that you should be using to connect. We also have 3-way connection, inviting them to speak with one of your uplines. When you do this, be sure to edify the tool, whether it's a person or a video, edify them solidly so that they know that, hey, this video is going to explain it so much better than I can, or this person is a wealth of knowledge, and then that's what they can duplicate as well. Okay, and then the final step is following up. They say that the fortune is in the follow-up, so never send any information without setting up that next meeting. So an example of this would be, if I send you the video now, can you watch it before tomorrow night? And then book in that follow-up and make sure you do reconnect. This is super important and it opens those doors. When you are reconnecting, make sure you are asking, what did you like best as opposed to what did you think? We want to direct it to the positivity straight away. And remember that most people will usually need at least 5 to 7 exposures before they make a decision. So be patient, but be persistent. Super important. So this week, I'm going to give you a little challenge. I want you to go out there and do 10 solid invites to take a look at this business opportunity. So not just inviting to product, inviting to take a look at the business opportunity. I want you to track these invites and the follow-ups, making sure that you're being consistent, checking back in with those people. Then share those results with your upline, celebrate them together, and look at the progress that you make from doing so and how your confidence grows from doing 10 back to back as opposed to 1 here, 1 there. We want to build that confidence. Couple of keys to remember. Firstly, posture over pitching, curiosity over convincing, tools over talking, and following up over forgetting. So I hope you got lots of value from that. I'm looking forward to hearing lots of people doing their 10 invites this week. And thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone.
I told you guys, phenomenal, right? I love the way she really gave you the psychology in how and why we invite a certain way. So incredible. I hope you guys are taking notes, and I hope these notes just don't get written in a notebook and then closed. I hope you refer to them. I hope you teach this stuff to your teams. Maybe make it part of your follow-up trainings throughout the month. So thank you so much for that, Jillian. Now let's go over to another segment that I know you guys are going to absolutely love. We're going to be talking product and the science behind a product. And one of the first people that I would think of when it comes to this kind of topic is Dr. Terry Tomlinson. You guys, this woman has more experience than me in network marketing and probably almost everyone watching this training. She's funny. And she's got all these credentials, master herbalist. I mean, she's the real deal. And what I love and what many people love about Dr. Terry is she just makes complicated things simple, and she makes us laugh along the way. Today we're going to be keying in on one of our products, so you guys get ready, and Dr. Terry, take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Terry Tomlinson. I am a board certified naturopathic doctor and master herbalist. And I've been invited to share with you some information about activation and Vitality Stack from LifeVantage. I love LifeVantage and I love natural health. So we're going to get started right away. I'm starting out with this slide because I'm so interested in the fact that we are all stepping up to the plate, paying attention to the food we're putting in our body. And it's the most wonderful thing, considering I've been studying natural health for over 40 years, and it hasn't always been the case. But one of the problems I see is, well, when I talk to people, I take care of myself, I'm exercising, I'm eating healthy food, I drink protein shakes and green smoothies, I take antioxidants like vitamin C and turmeric. So why do I need to be activated? And I want to kind of address that right away because it is super important. See, as we age, everything is slowing down. Our body isn't producing the enzymes it did as a young adult or a young person. And we're being more and more exposed to chemical production and human exposure. And literally, when I got involved with LifeVantage, we were kind of teaching that the exposure was about 80,000 chemicals. Look at this slide. I just pulled this up and it's 350,000 chemicals. And when you look at this picture over here at the potential sources of emerging pollutants, I mean, you're looking at acid rain and all the things that are going on above us and below us. I mean, it's a bit daunting. But here's what's going on with our company. We're involved in nutrigenomics and epigenetics, and that is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrients from food and food compounds and how they impact our genes at the cellular level. That's what activation is all about. So here we're talking about take it to make it. In other words, taking the right compounds into the body to activate the body to produce its own enzymes, antioxidants, mitochondria, etc. That's where the game is changed. And you can look at this first chart here, all along here. When I first looked at the bottle as a naturopath, I mean, my goodness, I take green tea. I'm well familiar with milk thistle, lucapa, ashwagandha, turmeric. All of these things are pretty familiar. I would not have known what was in the bottle if somebody didn't help me understand it. In fact, I didn't know. I mean, I know these herbs, but taking them individually, see, when I first was going to herbalists, when I tell you they recommended 19 different products, 2 or 3 capsules 3 times a day, and I was making big bowls of 60 herbs with 4 bottles of water. In fact, my husband thought I'd lost my ever-loving mind trying to get well from my situation. I mean, I had by then broken my back on 2 separate occasions. I was run over by a car. I was in a head-on collision, not to mention the allergies, the asthma, and the heart problem that I developed through the years. And so I was on a mission to get well, and I would do anything to make that happen. I didn't know about nutrigenomics. And what's interesting is I've been involved in antioxidants and excited about it for over 15 years before I learned about LifeVantage, and Protandim had already been on the market. And I'm on a mission to make sure people understand it and can share it with other people. So over here you can see, are all these foods that we're eating good? You better believe it. But look here, it would take 400 oranges in a day to get enough antioxidants in the body as to what your own body can create. 110 cups of blueberries, for heaven's sakes. Even though these are good one-to-one antioxidants, it means the antioxidant will neutralize one free radical. But if you look at the chart next to it, you can see that through the years, we already expect by 60 years old to be on several medications, at least the average American does, because in the standard American diet, that's what you're going to have. So do we need activation? Holy cow, you bet. Well, look at this practical tip. See, if you can have the body making its own survival genes, you have more than 1 million times more powerful activation going on than any supplement that you could take. And guys, this is my go-to. I call this the Activation Starter Kit. Now, we have amazing activators in our company. I love every product that LifeVantage has, and I use them. But to start someone out, this is my go-to, and here's a reason why. First of all, it has the NRF2 Synergizer. That is our flagship product. That is a product that has been literally proven in more than 30 independently funded and peer-reviewed studies that you can find on pubmed.gov. And it will reduce your oxidative stress by 40% in 1 month. Not only that, you are increasing enzymes that have slowed down or gone dormant in the body. One of them is superoxide dismutase, or SOD. That is gone from your body by the time you're 20 years old. Catalase, and then glutathione. Glutathione is the master regulator of the body. It is increased by 300%. All of this with that one little tablet. It supports all overall cellular health and healthy aging. Just to get started. Second product in this pack is called the NRF1 Synergizer. See, that's also proteindum, but a different pathway. It is a pathway to cell to activate the production of mitochondria. Mitochondria is the energy storehouse of every cell in your body. It targets and enhances the production and biogenesis of mitochondria. It helps to improve cellular energy performance and repair, and it works with NRF2 Synergizer to support the gene expression in metabolism and growth. Just those two products alone is like a 1-2 punch to the body. You raise the energy, you stop the free radical damage. And guys, if you stop free radical damage in the body, you stop the body's response, which is inflammation. Inflammation is linked to every chronic degenerative disease in modern society, bar none. I don't care if it's cancer, diabetes, arthritis, absolutely every chronic degenerative disease is linked to the inflammatory response and the overabundance in our body. We haven't stopped or healed, finished completing the healing in the body, which takes us to the omega. Omega-3, we are so out of balance with that in our body in the standard American diet. We're like 1 to 25. We should be 1 to 1. And so omega-3 is critical. It brings the EPA, DHA, omega-7, and vitamin D3. That's what we have in this particular product. What happens is it will cross the blood-brain barrier and support the cognitive health, your heart, your cardiovascular system. It supports skin health and immune function. And then we have the ProBio. I am so in love with this product. And the reason is it has a delay that means when those probiotics go into your body, they do not open in your digestive acids. See, in my other company, as a naturopath, I have 5 probiotics that I could recommend, but only 4% are going to get through the digestive acids. With LifeVantage, 85% gets into the gut because it's not going to be destroyed in the digestive acid. Unbelievable. See, you need 10 times 100 trillion friendly bacteria in your gut because your immune system is made up of 70 to 80% friendly bacteria. And so when you put this package together, what you have is stop the damage, raise the energy, position the body to cleanse and heal itself, oil the Tin Man, That's going to cushion every cell in the body, cross the blood-brain barrier, and then complete the healing by raising the immune system in your body. I love this combination. And guys, just know that when you get stacks in LifeVantage, you save a tremendous amount of money. And so with that, I want to thank you all for your attention. And I hope that this information is helpful for you, because LifeVantage is the activation company.
Thank you so much, Dr. Terry. I love the way you laid that out for us, and really eye-opening, right, to why we want to be on these products. I love that one slide that showed the environment and the toxins and the chemicals that our body is having to deal with. Part of the reason why I feel like we're sicker now, or the public is sicker now, is because the chemicals and the environment that we had was not the same 30 years ago. And it's why it's so important that we get people activated. So I hope all of you take that information and use the Vitality Stack and get as many people as you can on that product. It's absolutely incredible. All right, so now we're going to go to one of our final trainers for today's session. It's Miss Tori Hill out of Louisiana. I love this woman to death. She's an EC1. I've worked with Tori probably longer than, any of the trainers that you've heard from today. Tori and I have got so much experience together in this company, and I have watched this woman transform into the leader she is today. And I love that she's going to be training you guys on mindset, because 10 years ago, she couldn't have trained you on this, but she is highly qualified to train you today. So Tori, take it away.
Hey, TPC family, Tori Hill, and I am so happy to be with you to talk to you about something I work on every day. I kid you not, every day. And that's the mindset. Our minds are powerful tools, and what you feed into it every single day will change the course and direction of your business. Thoughts become things. So I put together a PowerPoint. I want you to take screenshots. I want you to take notes, whatever will help you to move your family forward. So change your mindset, change your life. Why the mindset matters. I'm telling you, your thoughts shape your business. You could wake up every single day and say, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing those follow-ups. I don't feel like looking at my database. And guess what? Your business won't move. But you can wake up every single day and make the decision to be grateful for something. And do what I do sometimes. I do some jumping jacks, or I put on some music in my house to get my mind working, to get that happy mood, to where I sit down and I work on my business every single day. Focus determines your results. Belief drives action. Action drives results and growth. You have to build your belief in yourself, the products, the industry, the company. And I'm telling you, the mind has to change. You've got to change your mindset. And it's got to start with daily work. Consistency builds confidence. Starting this business, whether you're brand new or you've been in for a while, if you are not consistent with your business, your confidence will not grow in everything. Products, industry, yourself. I started this, I had no confidence. But guess what? People feed off of me now because my confidence is sky high in what we have our hands on. People feel it, people see it. Therefore, it opens conversations. So work on being consistent every day. And guess what will help you? It's called a DMO, Daily Method of Operation. It's in boards. I follow it every single day. We all wake up with struggles. We all have life that happens to us. But if you have that DMO, you're staying consistent and you're looking at it, you're gonna get something done for your business. Show up daily, even in small ways. Even if it's reading a book, even if it's doing one follow-up, even if it's talking to one person a day, show up with small ways, because those small ways are small wins. Show up when you don't feel like it. Trust me, life happens. I've got a lot of life right now, but I will show up for my business every day because my dream, my goals are set and I want to reach them. Momentum comes from daily action. Change that mindset. What am I grateful for today? And move your business forward. Learning and reading. Are you reading a book? Are you learning? Guys, I have this book right here. I highly recommend it. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. I took this course with corporate and I apply these 7 habits every single day. Study top performers. I study Brandon Cunningham constantly. I'm watching what he does. If he's enrolling people, I gotta go out there and enroll people. I want to study the course with my top leaders, learn new skills. There's things that I had to learn on my own, how to use certain computer systems, how to download things, how to do this. I didn't know how, but I changed my mindset. And I said, what can I do today to be better than I was yesterday? What can I learn? What skill will help move my business forward? Read personal growth and business books every single day. Leaders or readers? Exercise and energy. I had to throw this in here because if you're moving your body, you're shifting your mindset. Those happy endorphins happen. Exercise is non-negotiable for me because I know if I go to the gym every single day and I am having those happy moods, my business is moving forward because all I want to do is go out there and help other people. A healthy body, healthy mind. Resilience grows from daily discipline. Get your mind right and discipline yourself every day. Work on that DMO and move your family forward. Overcoming fear and rejection. We all have fear. All of us, we get rejected every single day. That's part of our business. But fear is normal. Action beats fear. If I get told no today, guess what's coming right around that corner? A yes. And when they tell me no, it's a feedback for me. It's not failure. I promise you those no's, if you keep following up with them, I promise you they'll turn into yeses. Mindset shift. Change it today. Change it right now. No today can be a yes tomorrow. Confidence is your vision, belief in your product, your team, your mission, yourself. Guys, if you wake up every day and say, you know what, I'm not growing a team like I want today. Guys, you got to change that mindset to, oh my Lord, thank you. I'm going to build this fabulous team. I get to help not just move my family forward, but other families. Belief, people feel it, people see it, people want it. So confidence attracts people, and guess what? It builds their trust. If they see how confident you are and what you have your hands on, they want to be part of it. And they're going to trust you and they're going to walk along with you, just like I do with Brandon. I trust Brandon. I am going to build my business because I am watching Brandon and it's attracting people. See yourself achieving your goals before they happen. That's part of the 7 habits. Begin with the end in mind. Meaning, sit down, starting today, build a mission statement, and decide. It's a decision. Where am I going to be at the end of 2025? Am I going to move my business forward? Am I going to move my family forward? What's my goals? Where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? Change your mindset and have an action plan. Every single Sunday, I sit down and I write my weekly goals out. And it simply says things like prayer, gym, build my business. How many follow-ups am I going to do? My DMO. I built all this out for a weekly goal. And I even have one there, dinner date with my husband, because that's important to me. But you have to have an action plan. Start on a Sunday to Sunday. Plan your week. Do it on a calendar. Have a morning routine. Work on your business every single day. DMO. Strengthen it like it's a muscle. It takes work. Changing your mindset to be positive takes work. Build on it every single day. The right mindset creates unstoppable momentum. I'm going to say it one more time. The right mindset creates unstoppable momentum. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is simply the mind you bring to the day. Make a decision, change your mindset, and guess what? Your habits won't always be perfect. Your meals you plan won't always be clean. It's okay to have the hamburger and fries, but change your mindset that tomorrow it's going to be healthy. Your energy won't always be high. Do some jumping jacks. Do 20 of them before you start your follow-ups, before you make that three-way call. Your mindset won't always be sharp. Do the reading, follow your leaders. But guess what, guys? That's life. Don't aim to be flawless. I want you to aim today to be better than you were yesterday. Remember, I started this with thoughts become things. I want you to think about where you're going to be with your business by the end of the year and go out there and achieve it. I hope I helped you. Get your mind right. Mindset, it's everything. Bye.
Tori, absolutely amazing job. I obviously watched that training prior to the rest of you guys getting the training today. And I had a smile ear from ear because the things that she trained you, she's implemented, and it's made her who she is. I hope you guys implement. Maybe you guys are going to be doing some jumping jacks later today or tomorrow before your calls. So with that, guys, I want to introduce you to a segment that I'm going to help you with today called the Freedom Five. It's a campaign that I believe is going to be absolutely enormous. And so let me get you into that training now. Hey, everyone, I want to introduce you to a campaign we call the Freedom Five. Now, what's the Freedom Five? We'll get to that in a second. Better question is, why would you want to be a part of it? Have you ever felt stuck in your business? If so, you might want to run for this. Have you felt like you wanted to grow your paycheck? I think that's a rhetorical question. We all want to grow the paycheck. If so, the Freedom Five is for you. Have you ever felt like this is difficult, like all these things going on, I got to figure out all these things? Well, this is really simple. And if you like simple, this is for you. So let me share my screen so we can jump into the Freedom Five. All right, here we go. The Freedom Five. You've all heard of the word duplication. This is a simple duplication model that all of you can attain. And let's jump in. All right. So duplication starts with you. We know this. Speed of the leader, speed of the group. What you do, others will do. From the pack you purchase to the subscriptions you run to your activities. So this is simple. You have to first make a commitment that you will have 300 SV. SV stands for sales volume every month. Now, of the 300, 150 points of that can come from your own personal order. All right. So you make a commitment. I'm going to have 300 in sales, whether that's all your sales, it's a portion of that is your personal order, or all of it is your sales. The number is 300. Okay. And then we're going to go out and we're simply going to personally sponsor 5 consultants that want or need to improve their financial situation. Okay. Some keywords there. 1, you're going to personally sponsor them. So this isn't 5 people down in your group. This is 5 people that you partner with into LifeVantage. Second keyword, it's not a customer. This is consultants. 5 consultants. And of course, who doesn't want or need to improve their financial situation? We know that's a thing around the world, all right? And then once you personally enroll these 5 consultants, you're going to help them get to 300 SV. Now, I want you to think about this. You're all consultants. Do you think it's very reasonable to get to 300 SV? Most of you right now are already beyond 300 SV. But probably a lot of you do not have 5 personally enrolled consultants that have 300 SV. If you do this, if you get 5 personal consultants and help them get 300 SV, you are going to be in the club, in the Freedom Five. And we're going to do some really fun things around the Freedom Five. Trust me, you're going to want to be a part of this group. All right. It's 5 personally enrolled consultants. You help them get to 300 SV and you've got your 300 SV and you're a part of the Freedom Five. Now, I want to explain why a little bit more and how we can accelerate the Freedom Five for you. Okay. we are going to duplicate that effort as well. We're going to help those 5 people get their 5. All right. We want to teach those 5 people how to get their 5. And then we never want those people to miss corporate events. Get into the Freedom 5 and then take your 5 to the next big corporate event. It will turn your action into income. You're going to be hearing that more and more about this training that we're doing. We want to build and grow. We want to show you the blueprint, and we want to turn your action into income. The fastest way to turn action into income is to bring your people to the big corporate events. It inspires people. It gets people into action. Now, let me show you your income if you do this, okay? This is a 5x5 matrix with 300 points being awarded to each level, okay? So if you go get your 5 at 300, you got 1,500 points. This is you in the Freedom 5. You're gonna be a consultant 3, and consultant 3s on average earn $161 a month. Not bad, okay? But that is not why you're in the Freedom 5. You're in the Freedom 5 for the leverage of things. Now, let me show you the leverage. You all said you can do 300, okay? And so can the other 5 people. So when we teach those 5 how to do that simple activity of getting 300 in sales, now you have 25 at 300 apiece. It's 7,500 points in sales. You're now a senior consultant 3, and they're averaging $934. And this is US dollars. I know this is a global training. We're going to use US dollars so that you guys know your own conversions. Let's take it one more level. When that duplicates, when those 25 get their 5, there's 125 people in your organization. Okay, so you got now this group of people that are doing their own thing. They're going out and getting their own $300 in sales at 300 points. You're now at 37,500 points, an MC2, and earning $3,400 a month on average. Now, this income comes straight from our income disclosure statement, right? And finally, on the 4th level, you're at 187,000 points, and you're earning over $20,000, $20,800 on average per month, you guys. And what did it start with? It started with you saying, I'm going to have 300 in PV, and I'm going to go find 5 people that want to earn more money, that are in a financial situation, either want or need to earn more money. And this is the model. You can do 300 in sales. They can do 300 in sales. The trick is getting those to those events so that it can really, really accelerate. I'm going to show you just one more thing before I jump out of here. And that is 300 is the standard, guys. We don't go below 300. If you have 299 in sales, it doesn't count. 300 or higher. But we should all have goals. There's standards and there's goals. Why not have a goal of 1,000 in sales? Let me show you what happens on these same levels if you have 1,000 in sales. Look at this. Level 1 is $531 a month in income. Level 2 is $3,400 a month. Level 3 is $14,500 a month. And level 4, $67,800 per month. Our company pays 9 levels, you guys. And this is, a lot of you right now watching this are already beyond 1,000 per month in sales. And if you can do it, you can help other people do it. 1,000 should be the goal. 1,000 or more should be the goal for everyone watching this training. But the standard is 300. We don't go to bed. We don't let the month end unless we have 300 in sales. And if you do that and get people to events, accelerate that excitement, you're going to see that this thing gives you exactly what I told you it would do at the beginning. It will be more fun. You will not be stuck, and your paycheck will increase. You guys, that is the Freedom 5. I hope you guys take this challenge on. I hope you say, I am going to turn left, turn right now and say, I am going to be a part of the Freedom 5. You can all do it this year. You may not be there right now, but everyone hearing my voice right now can be a part of the Freedom 5 by the end of this year. 5 personally enrolled consultants at 300 SV get you in the club. This is a cool club, guys. You're going to want to be a part. Let's run for it. I'll see you guys inside that club. Well, everyone, the training has come to a conclusion for this month. I hope you guys really enjoyed this content. I know it's power packed because I watched it with you. I took notes. And for sure, if you implement some of this stuff, your skills will increase. And I want you to know this is just the beginning of this series. So mark your calendars right now for October 18th. October 18th, it's a Saturday, we will be doing the second edition of this series of the Build and Grow Blueprint, you guys. And we really want you guys to be getting people together. So if you watch this by yourself today, I'm so glad you were able to get this. Maybe you don't have a team yet, or maybe you're far distance from a team, but we got 4 weeks, 4 weeks for you to grab someone to run with you in this opportunity, and or for you to host a meeting and bring some people together, because truly the power in this business is relationships. And that's how you build trust. And with that, we can accomplish some really big things. So I really hope you enjoyed this program. We're going to continue to give you this on a regular basis. And it truly is our hope, as we say all the time, to move your family forward. So I want to thank all the trainers that took their time out, dedicated some time to this, because they did it for you. They did it for you to help you move your family forward, you guys. So enjoy your rest of your weekend, and you guys have a fantastic close to the month of September.